So the difference between a grooved composite board and a solid profile or non-grooved board is really going to be the method of attaching that board to the deck frame. A grooved board is made to have a hidden fastener, either a clip or a toe-nailed screw to hold it down so you don't see the fasteners. A solid edge board is face screwed, and you can use a Cortex plug to cover those screws if you want, but that's the main difference. Now, groove boards will also typically be sold in 12, 16, and 20 foot lengths, whereas solid edge or non-groove boards will only be sold in 16 and 20 foot lengths. We'll face screw even a grooved board because I'm not a big fan of hidden fasteners. It's not a great point of attachment. We're not unifying the framing as good as we could if we face screw it. So if we use a color match screw, we pilot our holes. If we set our screw heads flush, we're going to have a very consistent, clean look that people will generally be happy with in comparison to a hidden fastener, and we'll still have the structural integrity maximized by face screwing that deck. There are some instances where we use groove boards when we face screw them because they're sold in 12 foot lengths and non-groove boards are not. So if we have a 12 foot wide deck, we're not going to buy 16 foot boards and waste 4 feet. That's not a very wise use of our customers' money. But even if you have a grooved deck board, you're still going to use solid edge boards for your picture framing because you don't want to see the groove on the board on the outer perimeter. You're also going to use solid edge boards for your stair treads, and if you have a drink rail top cap, you're going to use a solid edge boards for that. So you're always going to have an aspect of solid edge boards even if you have a non-groove board. But as far as functionality, warranty, they're going to be exactly the same. They're going to be made exactly the same. There's going to be no difference in the maintenance or longevity of those two boards. So hidden fasteners are actually less expensive and faster to install than a face screw deck is. But I'm not a huge fan of them because they don't control the movement of the framing as well. And if you face screw a deck correctly, you don't use automatic stand-up guns. You pop white chalk lines to make sure your screws are laid straight. You use the right color match screw for the decking. You set the heads flush with the decking. You're going to have a very clean, consistent look.